Hey everybody, back again for another stretch and strengthen. Two things that I want to make sure we talk about today, the front of the hip and the back of the hip. So the front of the hip, not so lazy, busy working all the time. We sit all day. If you're working from home, you might not be sitting in the best chair, or you might be making do with what you have, kitchen chair, kitchen table, that sort of thing. The problem that I'm seeing is too much tightness at the front of the hip and too much inactivity at the glutes at the back of the hip. Okay, so we're going to pair these two together and we're going to use our lunge stretch again, but we're going to add recruitment of the glutes to it to see if it helps to open the front of the hip. I guarantee you're going to like this. Come on up to a standing position, step into your lunge. Beautiful. Unlock that knee, pull up on the kneecap. Yep, good. Recruit the glute. Good. You'll feel this generous stretch up the front of the hip. If you don't feel it there or you cannot activate through this glute, you got some practice to do. Put one hand on. It's your glute. You can hang on to it if you like. So if you're really having a challenging time recruiting those glutes, practice, practice, practice. Okay? Pivot, switch to the other side. Good stuff. As you move through here, see if you can recruit this glute. You might feel like your quad muscle comes up and on first, or your hip flexor tries to act first. That's kind of a giveaway that the front of your leg is doing all the power, and the back of the leg is like, don't care. So recruit the glutes, feel the front of the hip open a little bit further. Perfect. Good stuff. And if you want to give that a quick rest, come back to a chair, sit down, drop your elbows towards your knees, round forward. Beautiful. So one more thing to add to that is if you're looking for a standing exercise to help recruit those glutes even more easily, and I'll admit, it takes a little practice. Glutes get a little sleepy. They don't care. Your glutes are responsible for extension back behind you, and they go out just a little bit. So think about the motion you make when you skate. You push back and push out. Something I want you to do is not arch your back. All too often, the low back is doing all the work for the glutes. Oh, we'll fix it, don't worry. So bring your heel up behind you. Hamstrings engaged probably here, which is nice because that's going to trigger the glutes to fire. As you squeeze through the glute, just press back a little bit through your heel. Hands on the chair to keep you tall. If you notice that your back gets stronger, drop your knee, level your hip out. Good, try the other side. Bring your heel up behind you and push. You might even want to engage through your core. Why wouldn't you? Because as soon as you do that, you've got more control. Okay. Now, this is one of 1,000 ways to bring these muscles back into action. So if you've got any questions, if you've got your favorite movements from your physio or your chiropractor or your trainer, bring them on over. I'd love to see them. Great stuff. We'll talk to you soon. Take good care of yourself.